Afghanistan. Those kind of countries like Egypt, Dubai, oh God.
Israel, just not with it. Jerusalem.
Russia, is that a country? I'm good on that.
Italy. Definitely Norway.
Probably Canada.
Africa.
India. Shit.
I would never travel to Russia. Korea, which one of the Koreas, like
whatever the one Kim Jong-un's in.
North Korea, probably.
What is there not to like about America, honestly?
I was a Navy SEAL and a CIA operative. They sealed everything and made top secret.
If you could travel to any country, which country would you want to travel to most?
Japan. I just like Japanese culture. I'm a big anime guy, also a big One Piece fan.
Italy. My family's origin from there.
I would say Thailand. I just like the culture. The food look really good. I love me some rice.
Kenya or Haiti? Haiti because my grandfather was Haitian. Kenya because my cousin went, and he said it was fun, so might as well.
Belize, because my school went on there and I never been there.
Africa. Heritage, history.
Japan. I was there twice, and in my retirement at 35, for all the stocks I have, I'll go to Japan, and I come back to the United States.
Japan. The car community.
Japan, GDM over here. I'm a car guy myself, so.
Middle Earth, Hollow Earth, somewhere in Antarctica. You gotta find an entrance there. But supposed to be where you see those lights come out the ground, Aurora, Alabora, like supposed to be a better life down there. It's not really cold, and I know there's certain places you can't go, but I just want to be inside the limits. So
I'm gonna go with Russia. I don't know. Different people.
Argentina. Our drummer in my band is from Argentina. His great-grandfather knew Che Guevara when he was alive. Go there and interview his grandfather.
Probably Canada, because I like the cold. I like the sense of getting bundled up.
Italy. I'm a big foodie. Gotta try every type of pasta I can and a lot of limoncello.
The Bahamas. I just like the beach and palm trees.
Greenland or Iceland. You know, they messed them up on the map. I always wanted to see where my Icelandic water came from.
I'd love to travel to England, just because Jimi Hendrix got brought there.
Japan. To see the anime stuff.
Japan. I love the style there, the design of just all the architecture there, and I really appreciate stuff like anime and the culture there, the music there, all that different type of stuff.
Definitely Norway. I want to live there, so I love the mountains, and I really felt at home there.
Honestly, I wanted to go to Newland. It's beautiful out there, and the climate is way better on the body, and it's better than being here.
Is there any country you would never travel to?
Afghanistan. I was there, and they gave me post-traumatic stress.
Russia, is that a country? You heard the word in the street, they said that we're their enemies. I don't want no beef with no one. I don't want to die, so I'll definitely not show up there. I'm good on that. Antarctica. Niggas don't like that cold shit.
Probably Antarctica, because it's cold. That's a whole continent, but...
Yeah. Probably like Israel or something. Just not with it. Jerusalem, just because of what it stands for.
Probably like Indonesia. I feel like there's just too many shots you have to get to go there.
Afghanistan. Those kind of countries like Egypt, places in Afghanistan and stuff, the laws are real strict.
Whatever the one Kim Jong-un's in. Kim Jong-un. I think that's North Korea.
Yeah, that one too. Yeah, I don't like that guy. His laws are dumb. He banned leather jackets. Like, you can't even look like him.
Korea, which one of the Koreas like real?
North Korea.
Yeah, probably North Korea. Sheesh. North Korea is very, very strict. I'm gonna just say that.
North Korea, probably. I'm not allowed there. Another one would probably be Russia. I'm not a huge fan of the cold, and I don't know if there's anything for me to really do there.
Russia. I can't speak Russian.
I would never travel to Russia because they have just publicly said that they don't even want black people there. So if something happens to you, they're not liable because they just said leave.
I don't know. Maybe like Russia doesn't seem really good outcomes for a lot of the ones I see from there on the news, you know. So
Australia. They got some wild ass animals out there.
Dubai, oh God, because the laws are strict on weed and drinking and shit like that. Oh God.
If you had to describe America in one word, which word would you choose?
Obese. We eat really good over here. If you see any other person come from a different place, they always talk about the American portions because it's just way more processed.
Gluttonous. We overindulge in everything, overconsume, and it's for small marketing tricks like our cart's getting bigger and we don't notice it. We start shopping more. 99 cent creates the illusion that it's 1 cent cheaper, that it really is cheaper.
Politics. Biden.
Segregated. There's a separation of people. There's a separation of class.
Chaos. The political climate and the housing crisis. I would choose third world, but I can't. That's 2 words.
Okay.
A mess. Because it's a lot going on. Politic-wise, they focus on the wrong things. So.
Pitiful. Political game here is terrible, and America is the definition of a rat race.
Chaotic. Look around.
Corrupted. I was a Navy SEAL and a CIA operative. They knew I was dysfunctional, but they used me anyways. So to cover up the mistake, they sealed everything as retired, extremely dangerous, and made top secret where I can't get my records or nothing.
Terrible. Because our presidents are literally debating over golf. If you didn't peep it, they don't know what they're talking about.
It's crazy. People be dying every day. I don't get the concept of murder. Why would someone just kill somebody and like you have to live with that?
Pretty horrible. The economical situation and stuff for everybody, and racism, like no one gets along in America. Homelessness, bro, like poverty and shit like that. Like
Complicated. Other people are not given those same opportunities that I was. So while I'm thankful for where I am, I understand that's not given to everyone, and I understand that I have to use my voice to fight for that.
Wow. Because anything can happen in America.
Money, because that's all you can do. Money can buy everything, and money can buy anything.
Silly vibes.
Fun. You meet all types of people, bad people, good people. You have bad times, you have good times. You have more bad times than good times, but it makes it fun, you know what I'm saying? You make the most out of it.
Still blooming. Generation that had it, they shared it, but the ones that they shared it to didn't get it, so we gotta bloom again.
Bald eagle. That's our bird, man. Freedom, I guess.
More social than most. You go over to other countries like England or Rome, Turkey, somewhere in the Middle East, because I've been there, and they're afraid to speak their mind. It's harder to get their opinions and the truth from them because they're afraid of what might happen to them.
Misguided. There's a lot of good stuff in America, and there's a lot of good people, but then there's also stuff like systemic racism, sexism, people who are just hateful. And I think we can do so well and have probably the greatest country in the world if we just were, peaceful with each other and all got along and collaborated.
What is one thing you dislike about America the most?
Interacting with people. Interacting with most black people. Final answer.
I would say the social culture. Ever since like COVID happened, everyone's like afraid to go out and talk to the different people nowadays. Like before COVID, you could go outside and make a friend, but now everyone's like, I feel like everyone became weird because everyone was online.
They keep to themselves. Like you don't see as many titties out.
The way social media programs the women to behave.
Society. They always treat people a certain way because how they act, how they look, what they do. But in reality, you're more likely to get fucked over by society and your family at the same time.
How divided America is. Everybody focuses so hard on like what makes us different, what we all disagree about. So people end up hating people who are different than them when in reality, we should be celebrating our differences and come to an agreement and like a middle ground and collaborate.
Politics. Biden.
We give our money to other countries and they have free health care and free college, but the other countries can't help us.
Politics. Because they so deep-rooted and weird.
If I did have to go somewhere different, it would probably just be like all the geriatrics in Congress. That's pretty rough right now, that debate the other night.
They were arguing about who's eating lunch when and who's golfing where.
Inflation. A lot of stuff is more expensive than the average person in America makes.
I would say the inflation.
Yeah, I'd have to say inflation. Definitely went up higher than what it used to be for real. It went up 10 times higher than what it used to be.
Economic inequality. Everywhere I go, like my friends or extended family who are just not able to do certain things or have the same opportunities I had, and that's like across the country. It could be more easily solved if we were given better politicians, people who were able to fight for that.
Go off what they say, like the money situation in America, like it's so hard to get a place right now. It's literally two classes. You either got it or you don't. Super hard to get on your feet.
Texas. I don't want to give my money up.
Definitely our educational systems. The more money a neighborhood has, which I could go on about that, but there's a lot of lacks of truth. The general population in America is not the brightest. Most people can't really ace a geographical test.
Basically like a hierarchy of patting each other on the back for not accomplishing anything. Like we're not really getting anything done, but like most people are like still happy that they're stagnant.
That the people is not together.
What is there not to like about America, honestly?
When I say Southeast Asia, think of countries like India, Malaysia, Vietnam. What do you think life is like there?
Shit. India, I believe they still believe in the caste system. There's a lot of discrimination against classes.
Hot. I heard they had a crazy ass heat wave.
Probably peaceful. Definitely more peaceful, and you can live your life quietly without people trying to ruin what you got going on based on what you say on the internet.
Everybody's helping each other out, sticking together and doing it.
I know they so peaceful. Probably can smoke weed and not walk down the street, but I probably would want to live over there.
I think the culture is a little different. I feel like they cherish culture more and tradition and family. Like they have real core values, like they look out for each other.
Fair. They live in a system where they give the people land and give people property, help the country versus taking away from the country.
I don't think they have as many privileges as we do up here. Different types of poverty and stuff down there. Like, honestly, if we could all donate to South Asia or something like that, that'd be what's up.
I mean, I feel like it's definitely a lot harder. Their economy and way of life is so much different, and there's so much tourism. At the same time, I feel like they have a much better idea of community.
Type shit.
I just feel like they're more of a hard worker compared to people over here.
My mom's foreign, so that's why.
Obviously, there's poverty and bad shit going on everywhere, but the traditional like family loyalty type of thing is way more prevalent over there, whereas here it's like everyone's struggling, but like everyone's kind of against each other at the same time.
A lot of places there don't have necessarily like the luxuries that we have or the privilege I have, where I know I have a meal every day, I know I'm safe in my own house, stuff like that. But also they have a lot of great people there. There's a lot less people who are so set on what makes them different, so set on arguing about simple things. The people there are a lot more close-knit with each other.
Honestly, I have very little to no perception, so that speaks on my behalf, but I don't really have a perception of that. I don't really know what it's like.
I'd say similar to like life in like Hong Kong.
Cambodia probably like more peaceful, more native. They're still speaking their language down there. Go there, you can't speak the language, they probably wouldn't like it. Vietnam, a lot of people are still coming over here. It's more about natural stuff, like they might eat like fried scorpions or just more plant life. A lot of our drugs, like the blue, green, blue 40, yellow 5, all that stuff is illegal over there. So it's supposed to be way healthier.
I know some rich Indians, I know some poor Indians. I think it's just wherever you're at, really.
I think of going somewhere and I'm rich, but seeing people working a lot harder than me and struggling a lot worse than me.
Like I watch a lot of like Anthony Bourdain shows, stuff like that, where he gets to try to get to know these people one-on-one, and it doesn't seem on a one-on-one basis too different from us.
It's like life here, but a different place.
I don't know.
Okay, that's it.
Thank you.
Thank you. Go ahead and subscribe and watch everything live here on Freelocated.